All right, I want to welcome you to the training. We're going to be talking about growing your list, method 4, online forums, proven tips to build a solid list and becoming successful through forum marketing and signature files. We're going to be really concentrating on that signature file today. List building with a forum. How do you use online forums to build your base? It is not as hard as you probably think it is, and actually it can be quite fun, and it can be a really valuable learning experience for you. I really recommend that you start getting involved with forums that are in your niche. Forums are a great way for people to connect on just about any topic out there. So if you've got whatever niche you're in, you're probably going to be able to find a forum for it. It is also a great way for you to market your product and build your list. It is also a great way to establish your authority and credibility and build relationships. Once you become known as someone who genuinely tries to help and gets involved in the discussions, people will click on your links, your signature files, and you will start building your list of targeted subscribers. But that's the key to it, is being known as someone who genuinely is trying to help. You're adding value to it. You're getting involved in the discussions. You're, getting yourself out there and being seen. Is forum marketing worth the effort? Well, yeah, of course, it's always worth the time when it comes to hanging with others who are interested in business as I am or as you are. When you're hanging around like-minded people, it's always worth your time, to take that time and build relationships and stuff, adding value to them and them adding value back into your life. So if that's all you got out of it is just the relationships that you built, it's worth your effort. Invest in your time wisely. Use it for your market research. Forums are a great place to do market research. You can look to find what problems other people are having in your targeted niche. You can check out the competition. You can pay attention to who the big players are in the forum and who's coming across as the credible experts. That's your competition, and find out what they're doing and what kind of value they're providing, what kind of products and stuff and help that they're providing to those looking for it. So you make sure that you invest in your time wisely while you're in there. Don't go looking at it as just a place to advertise. Look at it as a place that you can also do market research and build really good relationships. Respect that the purpose of a forum is a platform to exchange ideas on a given topic, not merely to advertise your wares. So if you go in there just thinking about advertising, you're probably going to get yourself kicked out anyways for spamming. Respect the purpose of the forum. It's there to exchange ideas and to add value, and that's what you need to be thinking about, especially when you first get started in there. Focus on the forum topics and you posting responsible questions and answers, and your reputation will ultimately grow, and from that, your list building will naturally follow. So where to begin? Begin with establishing your credibility and adding value. This is a real must when you first get started. Many forums will not allow you to even add a signature link until you have met their value requirements. One of the things you're going to do is go check out the rules of the forum and find out if you have to have a number of posts before you can put a link in there. A lot of times it may be 50 or 30 or even 100. Some forums don't even allow links at all, so make sure that you're checking out the rules. For just a few hours a day, visit those web forums and simply engage in discussion with other people. So that's what you're basically going to do. Set yourself in a lot of time during the day, maybe 2 or 3 times a week or whatever you got time for. But schedule that time in where that's where you're doing is simply researching in the forums and looking for places where you can engage in discussion and add value to other people. As you add value, you will gain trusted followers. People will just start looking at you as a leader in your industry, and they'll start trusting you. As long as you know what you're talking about, make sure that, the niche, the topics that you're talking about, you are at least some knowledge, you have some knowledge about them. Those visiting the forums will learn to trust you and will likely follow the links in your signature for more value and the solutions to their problems. So once they start trusting you, they see that you are knowledgeable, that you're expert in your niche, they're going to just start following your links because they're going to want to find out what else you have to offer them. So you're going to look for topics of discussion once you get into a forum. Here's a forum. This was from the Warrior Forum. basically when you go in there, you're just going to start looking for the topics. Look for different topics that are related to what to what your niche. They should all be related if you're looking in the right forums and stuff. But really look at ones that you feel that you can add some value to it. Look for ones that are getting, more traffic to it and more comments. Some of the hot ones and stuff. It's like this one here. Who's your favorite? The third one down. It's like, who's your favorite blogger? Clickable links in your YouTube video. A free tutorial that somebody's given away. Just go through, check it out, see what's in there. Here's one, advice for a newbie. My guess is it's probably a newbie that's looking for some kind of an advice. What a great opportunity for you to go in and be the hero. All right, finding your niche forum. The first thing you need to do is search for forums that are targeted and closely related to your niche. For example, you can do this by simply going to Google and, let's say your home business that you're starting home businesses up. You basically go there, type in your niche keyword and then the word forum. So, or you could type message or discussion board. So if you're in the home business startup, you could type starting home business forum, and that's going to take you to the forums that are related to the keywords that you just typed in there. Choose popular forums. Page ranking and the amount of active members are two good ways to check for this. This ensures that the forum will have enough members to remain active past tomorrow. There's many forums out there that you're going to find that basically you go in there and there's no activity going on. That's not something you're looking for. The page ranking isn't as something that you really have to do. Basically, you can tell when you get in there if it's an active forum or not. But page ranking is going to really will help you out, and I'll show you how to do that here in a second. But look for active members so that you know that this thing is not just going to close up on you, or if you go in there and put in a comment or something and 3 or 4 weeks go by and nobody's even responded to you. You want it to be active. Make sure you check out the term and policies or the rules of the popular forums you find before you do anything else. Some forums do not allow signature links. These forums are not much use, especially when you're looking to add your signature link into it to get traffic back to your squeeze page, as we only want forums that encourage signature links. So make sure that you check out the rules to find out if you can even include your signature link. So basically here, I want to show you some results from the for forums. We use the example of starting home business forum, and as you can see, it gives us several different forums, and this was just the first 5 or 6 or whatever here on the first page. It's going to give you home business, start your own home-based business and work from home, and this is going to be a forum here. Home business forum, work at home forum, work from home forum, all different forums that you can go into. Here's one home business forum. It's from Freelance Mom. It's probably going to be more based on freelancing from home. Here's another one where we put in weight loss forums for men. You could do weight loss forums for women or weight loss for men forums. But it's going to bring up forums that are going to be targeted to those keywords, which was weight loss, basically for men. So basically, it's going to bring up your targeted keywords from the forums that are targeted to those keywords you used. Check page rank. Basically, you can go to prchecker.info. This is going to bring you to a Google page rank checker. If you can't remember that, just go to Google and type in check page rank, and it'll bring you right to a page where it's going to give you different opportunities for you to click on some of the things that came up to basically go check page rank. Here's one from prchecker.info. Basically, all you're going to do is type the forum URL in here. You're going to have to do the little anti-bot so they know that you're a human. Type that in there, and you're just going to basically verify now, and it'll check the PR, the page rank of that. You can add this to your toolbar. I don't do all of that. I don't like all those toolbars and stuff on my browser and stuff. But basically, that'll bring it up so that when you check that, that it'll tell you. You can go to things like and check out, like the Warrior forums. Probably got about a page, page rank of 5 or 6 probably. Go just check out, find out their page rank. What's this telling you is that there's some good activity going on. There's some good content come from there. They feel that it's relevant. Once you get all signed up in the forums and stuff and you're all ready to go, your main mission is to contribute value. In forum marketing for list building purposes, you want to contribute to the conversations that are going on in there. Before doing anything, you will want to look around a bit, basically get the feel of the place, get the lay of the land, see what people are talking about. Look for places that you feel that you can fit in the best and provide the best value. Spend some time hanging around in the forum. Do not post anything yet. Just look around. See what the most popular topics are. What are people talking about and what do people need help with? So basically you're just going to go through and just start reading some of the topics and the conversations to kind of get the feel of how that forum runs and what kind of people are in there and what they're, what kind of information they're seeking and what kind of value you could possibly contribute. Once you have a feel for a particular forum, you can start posting useful content, helping other users and actively contributing to the forum. And that's what it's all about. Adding comments such as "I agree" or "that is a good point." So if somebody just wrote in this nice post in there and you agreed with it, and all you did was to put a comment there is to say, "Hey, I agree with that," or "That's a good point." That's not adding value. Let them really know. Be specific. Add good value. Don't just say, "Hey, I agree with that." Let them know why you agree with that and your opinion on it, because that's going to matter. That's going to start adding to your credibility as well. If you're just going to go in there and, just to post something in there to get your name in there and stuff, like "I agree," that's basically spamming the forum. Your compelling signature. We're going to be talking about the signature file now. After building up your credibility, after you remember to check the rules to find out how many good posts and stuff that you have to have already in there. But once you've done that, after building up your credibility, it's time to add your signature link. Once you've started being recognized as an authority in there and as an expert and adding good value, it's time to add the signature link. List building by the use of signatures in forum. It is essential that you create a signature that gets clicks. It's not just getting a link in there. It's got to be a signature that's going to get you clicks. Most forums allow you to include a link to your site or squeeze page in your signature, but you must write it in a way that attracts attention. You may even lead to your blog through your signature, if that's where you want to go to take them to list build. You might want to get them to your blog for more content that gets them to sign up on your, to your squeeze page or something that's on your blog. So basically, make sure that you're going in, writing good signature file links and adding links in there, not just any old thing, but something that's going to grab their attention and make them want to actually click through. Unfortunately, many people treat signature files as an afterthought, and most are not written correctly. They basically go in there and they're not even thinking about what that signature file really says. They just basically throw one in there. As a result, they end up being wasted real estate and get very few click-throughs. There's no sense in having it there if you're not going to get the click-throughs that you want. Avoid "click here to learn more." A lot of people, that's all they're, that's all they want. They'll put on there. It's like, "Hey, I got this thing for you. Click here to learn more." Jazz it up. Make it impossible for them to resist when they see your advertising. You'll get far more click-throughs from your signature file if you provide a benefit to the reader as opposed to just listing what product or service you sell and say, "Click here to learn more." Hyperlink keywords. Now, when you're creating your signature, make sure that you hyperlink actual text or your keywords to your URL, like the example below, and also include an interesting description as to what the link is about. Here's an example. Basically, private label list building videos. As you can see, when you highlight that over there, it says incredible video with plr.com or whatever. So that's not a valid URL or whatever. But so there's no sense in clicking on it. But basically that's an example of what you're going to do. Instead of having the URL, you've got it hyperlinked in there so that it reads nice. You got your good keywords there. Become the hero, and then you go on to become the hero and make a fortune training others how to list build properly. Incredible free collection of videos with private label rights. I mean, you're giving a lot of benefit right there. You're going to show them how they can train others, become the hero, and it's also going to give them an entire free collection of videos that they're going to have private label rights to. Here's some example of signature files, and these aren't going to be the greatest and stuff, but basically to make it as enticing as possible. Powerful free list building strategies that most people usually overlook. It gives a little bit of curiosity. What are those list building strategies that most people overlook? Grab your free copy right now. Add a call to action where you grab your free copy. You notice you got this URL in there in the hypertext. Right now, and then have it. You got your URL again. I had tried everything and couldn't lose weight until I stumbled across the formula that allowed me to lose 30 pounds of fat in 3 months without feeling hungry. Grab my free report to learn the exact methods I used. If you're looking to lose weight, that's pretty enticing to want to click on that link. Keep a signature swipe folder. Look for good signatures and save them in a swipe file and rewrite them for your own signature file. So when you're looking in the forums, this is another thing that you can do. Check out other people's signature files, and when you find some really good ones, copy and paste them and put them in a folder on your desktop. Save them in a swipe folder, label it signature file swipe or whatever. And and then when you need one, go back and grab one of those and rewrite it to fit your own blogging or your own traffic generation needs. So if you make sure that it fits your niche. So basically look for good signature files that are out there, save them so that you have something to use as a template for later. Create hot topics. Creating an interesting subject line to hot topics that entice visitors to read your post. Make it informative and of value. So it's not just going in there and commenting to everybody else's topics, but you create some good hot topics yourself. Put in a really nice good subject lines that grabs their attention and makes them want to go in and read your post. To really get a lot of visitors to that. Basically what's going to happen there is the more people you can attract to your post, you're going to be able to get them to see your signature file that's included in there. Make it informative and in value. You're going to want to build a good reputation as always providing good value. Don't write an ad. It won't get open. It may even get deleted by the forum moderators. You're not in there just to write an ad for a topic. You need to add some really good value and then provide that forum signature at the end. Include your signature file at the bottom of your post. Tip: make sure your signature file relates to the information you are posting. So, if you're going to be sending somebody to your squeeze page to, let's use that private label rights list building package that you were talking about back there. If that's what you're going to be giving away on there, make sure that signature file relates to the topic that you're writing on as well. It all needs to make sense. It all needs to flow. Make sure that it's well positioned in the mind of the reader. Test your signature. Make sure your signature file actually works. There's nothing worse than getting a signature file in there, forgetting to check it, and getting a lot of messages from people saying, hey, I tried to click on your link in your signature file and it didn't go nowhere. It was an invalid link or whatever. You just lost a lot of traffic. You'd be amazed at how often forum signature links just don't work because something you typed wasn't quite right. Maybe you wrote instead of .com, you ended up hitting a period twice, so you had .com, or you misspelled your URL or something. Strange things can even happen between typing your signature and hitting the submit button that I don't even know, what happens. It's just kind of a mysterious thing, but you get those links that just don't work, and you've wasted any efforts that, when people came to click on that link and didn't get anything. Outsourcing your forum posting. While paying someone to post in a forum for you is certainly something you can do, I really advise you to be careful on this. Basically what we're talking about is if you don't have a lot of time, but you want to get that forum, that signature file into the forums. You can pay somebody to go in there, and you pay them so much per post, or you pay them so much per subscriber that you get through their posting. So basically what you want to do, you're going to have to offer them some kind of incentive to do this, of course, and usually it's some kind of monetarily, or you're going to return some kind of a favor for them. But I advise you be careful on this. It's not good for long-term credibility, especially if you're trying to build authority in your niche, and there's some reasons for that. And you need to think, your personal branding. You don't have complete control over the communication style of the poster. So they're going to communicate in a different style. They're not you. So what happens when that person leaves and you're back in there, or you get somebody else, all of a sudden the way that everybody's communicating is a little bit different, and people are going to pick up on that and start to wonder if that's really you in their posting and adding this value, or if it was somebody else. So although you can do this, be careful about this. Build a list of buyers. Now we're going to talk really quickly about how you can build a list of buyers using forums. And we're going to be talking about one specific forum here right now. But basically I'm going to talk a little bit about running a Warrior special offer. We're just going to hit on this briefly. But this is something that you can really do some research on. And this is a way to buy a list of buyers. The Warrior Forum is the most popular internet marketing forum online. You can go to www.warriorforum.com, and you're going to run across a really huge forum that has got a lot of activity going on in it. There's a section in the Warrior Forum called the Warrior Special Offer, or WSO. So basically, you're going to be looking for your Warrior Special Offers. It's warriorforum.com/warrior-special-offers-forums. And you're going to find a really unique place when you get there. It's instant traffic, hundreds if not thousands, and I'm serious about this. You can go there at any time and find hundreds if not thousands of visitors are browsing the WSO section at any time, at any point in the day. This is just a huge place that people are looking for special offers. I'm not really going to go into how to format everything to do this. What I want you to basically do is model your WSO after those who have successful WSO offers. So you're going to go into this section and you're going to pay attention to what other people are doing. A good way to judge this is to look at the comments that are coming back from those that are selling special offers in the forum. Look for a place where you're getting a lot of comments coming back and a lot of good comments and feedback coming from the WSO that's being offered. And then look at that and pattern your WSO after that. Look at the squeeze or the sales page to see how they've got it set up, and basically just go about it the way that they went about it, and you're going to be able to run a successful WSO. Help your potential buyers reaching a buying decision by offering as much information as possible about your offer. Focus on the benefit. And that's where your sales page is going to come into play. This is not going to be a typical sales page that you see, this huge long thing. That's not what you're looking to do here. Basically, you're going in there, and on this sales page, you are giving the buyer, the potential buyer, as much information as you possibly can, focusing on the benefits of what is in it for them if they were to buy this WSO. Now, you must become a good contributing member before you even try to post your first WSO. You're going to find it right in the rules when you go there, and I recommend that you check out the rules for putting in a WSO. But you'll find in the rules that people with 0 posts on the main board don't get approved for a WSO. You've got to be a good contributing member before you even want to try to do this. Build your credibility up, get to be known, because that's going to really help you to actually sell this WSO as well. Follow the rules is the biggest tip that I can give you. Just make sure that you follow the rules. If you start going against the rules in some of these forums, especially this one in particular, you're going to find yourself thrown out, and you're going to find yourself with a bunch of negative feedback that's not going to help you one bit. All right, profiting from your WSO. Now, the cost to run a WSO is $40, basically, to get that on, to get it up. You're going to go through the process of, writing out your post, your sales page, and your pitch and everything, and adding everything in it. And then the moderator is going to take, it usually takes about 24 hours or so to approve it. And once he approves it, he'll give you the link, that's going to be able to go to your PayPal and stuff to be able to get it live. But after it leaves the second page, once this is live, and other people are going to start posting, and just like a forum, your post is going to move down, and eventually it's going to get on the second page and the third. After it leaves the second page, then you may bump your offer. So once it gets to the third page, you may bump your offer back to the first page again by paying another $40. That might seem a little steep, but trust me, it is worth it. It'll probably only stay there for probably about 12 hours if you're lucky. It'll stay there on that first page. But what you really want to do is really focus at getting these buyers on your list, because after a while what happens is you've got the buyers on your list, and then it doesn't become as necessary to be bumping this, because you're basically getting your buyers that you were initially targeting on the Warrior Forum. They're on your list, and now you can get that targeted message out to them, and let them know you've got another offer for them set up. You can turn an immediate profit and build a buyer's list from your sales. So basically, you get that product on there, you pay your $40, get it up there, and people can immediately start buying it right then and there, and you can start profiting. And I'm telling you, you can make a lot of really good money if you do a successful WSO. And there's a lot that goes into really doing a successful WSO. And you really need to make sure, first and foremost, that you're building a good reputation and adding good, solid content and value, and really set yourself apart from the crowd that's in there, and you'll really go far. In the rules, you will read that you must sell a product that you created yourself. So it has to be something unique to you. You're not going to just take some private label right product and stuff that you bought somewhere and send it out there again. It has to be something that you created unique. You must give a better than public offer. So if let's say you're offering this WSO, or you're offering this product to the public for $47, the offer that you give your the Warrior members has to be better than that. So you might want to offer it for $37. Now, the way to get around this, if you want to continue to offer it at $47 and not make everybody else mad that maybe bought it for $47 in the public already, is to offer more value to it and then offer it into the Warrior Forum for $47. Because what you've done is you basically made the product have more value itself. So maybe if it was videos or something, maybe you offered private label rights to it or something at the same price. Or if it was a PLR product that you were selling, I'm not talking about a private label right product you bought and reselling. I'm talking about one that you're selling, and you're selling private label rights to that product. But maybe you add in sales pages and squeeze pages and different templates to add more value to that product. This is where it gets the name WSO, is basically adding a special offer to the Warriors themselves that is cheaper and a better deal than what they can get anywhere else. Profit more from your reputation. Now, many people are going to say it's very hard to make money with anything over 27. There are many products out there that you'll find telling you how to do WSOs that tell you this very thing. Matter of fact, I even got this very thing from a product that I bought once when I was studying WSO, and this was, again, I seen this. Basically you can't make anything, over $27, or it's basically going to fail and not sell. Typically, many make the most sales for products priced around $12. If you're going to be the typical person that goes in there and does a WSO just like everybody else, and you don't separate yourself from the crowd, you don't have a good solid reputation, you don't work at that, this is exactly where you're going to be. You're going to be just like everybody else that's typical. That's not what you want to do for yourself. I'm here to tell you that you can set yourself apart and you can make more money. I have put products in the Warrior Forum that have done over $197 as a WSO. And so it is possible, but you have to set yourself apart. You have to be seen as as somebody that's basically leading the way. And when you get known for having a good reputation and you've put a few products out there and they've seen the value, I mean, they're pretty soon they're writing, it's like, when they're posting back to you, they're like, wow, this is incredible. I can't believe that you're even offering this for this kind of price. I mean, what a deal this is. And other people get it, and when you get in there, they see that this kind of value that they would be buying somewhere else for 197, 297, whatever. You just have a good reputation of doing good, solid, good, valuable, high value content, above whatever else they're getting in there. And pretty soon they're going to be buying these products at a higher price. You're going to be able to set the standards, and you're going to be able to basically lead the way. And that's what you're looking to do. Forget the traditional sales letter like we talked about. Forum members are more persuaded to purchase based on the reviews from other warriors, more so than from your sales copy. They know what the reviews are for the most part. They know that the reviews are for the most part unbiased and authentic. When they know what's going on in the Warrior Forum. These guys, most of them are regular attenders, regular contributors. They know, and they know who's actually posting the comments and stuff, and they'll be able to tell whether or not those are unbiased and really authentic, or if it's just some kind of fake thing, or from somebody that probably don't know anything about what value would really be. They know what's going on in there. So basically, they're going to base what all these comments are coming from. They're going to look at the sales page briefly to see if it's something that they'd be interested, and then they're going to go check out the comments to see, if that value is really there. And one thing that you'll notice, if you get any negative comment at all, your sales will stop. And this really proves the point that they really are looking at the reviews that you're getting. So you have to basically stay on top of those comments that are coming in, and go in there. It's like if somebody says anything toward the negative, it's like, even if it's something about, can I see a preview of the sales page or something, all of a sudden everybody else will want to see the preview before they buy. If it's anything negative, it's like your page, when I went there, that I didn't get the product download page right away. Even though it might have been something they missed in their email or didn't do themselves, everybody else is going to stop. So any kind of negativity at all will slow sales up or bring them to a stop until you correct that and get it back. But that's where you come in, is continue to stay on top of things and show that you're going to have good customer support as well. Now, this gives you the opportunity to set yourself apart from the crowd and become a market leader instead of a follower. And that's what you're really looking for if you're going to go about doing a WSO, is becoming a market leader, not just a follower, not just a typical person in there putting in a WSO for $27 and keeping it around 12 just so you make a few sales. Go in there and really go after it. And pretty soon you're going to find that people are going to start leaving comments like, I didn't even check out the sales page or anything. I just bought it because I knew you were going to provide the value that I was looking for and the contents that I'm looking for. Be known for creating products that position well with other products that they've bought in the past. Really build a good, solid reputation, and you're going to go far. Over and all, you just want to deliver your best and over deliver. Always be looking at it, and looking at yourself and saying, am I doing the very possible best that I can? And if the answer is yes, then you're going to really succeed at this. If you can't honestly answer that by saying yes, and it's like, well, I've got some room I could change, then you better do some changing to really start ramping things up here. All right, I want to thank you for joining me on this training. List building can be accomplished in any number of ways, but forum marketing is highly effective if done correctly. So what are you waiting for? Get over the fears, just get in there and start adding value. Go out and find a few forums and then start establishing yourself as an expert. You will find that when you get involved and offer real value to those in the forums, they will want to join your list to learn all the incredible things that you have to offer. So I want to thank you for joining.